It's time to shine. Did Karl Malone really think he had room to say anything? Let's find out what he did or didn't have room to say something on. Let's see what it is, man. Let's get it.
1991, Magic Johnson drops a bombshell.
I will
Shit.
have to retire from the Lakers
Shit, man.
today.
The world responded with heartbreak and support. Tributes poured in.
I think it's very important for us right now at this time to take a moment of silence.
And when Magic announced his return to the NBA just less than a year later, he expected the same love. But behind the scenes, things were different. The players were terrified.
My feeling was dead man walking.
What was supposed to be a triumphant comeback
Wait, what?
turned into a storm of panic.
I learned quickly how differently I'd be looked at.
And then you find out who really your friends are.
Alright. Guess Karl Malone spoke on this, said something crazy about this. Let's see. Come on. Y'all make sure
It
to
was
subscribe
November
if you're
7th,
new, man. Been working my
1991.
ass off.
The NBA world stood still. Earvin Magic Johnson, one of the most beloved figures in basketball history, announced to the world that he had tested positive for HIV. There were constant rumors about how he was really infected, with Johnson accusing Isaiah Thomas of spreading those rumors.
First of all, if I was bisexual, if I was gay, I would come out. But that's just not me. No way that Magic Johnson can be bisexual or gay and not everybody know it. It's no way.
In reality, he admitted to having harems of women, saying that there were always a ton of them in the hotel after every game looking for players. Again, the news sent shockwaves through the world of sports.
I did see a video where he said sometimes he'll have sex with like 6 women or something, like in the night or some shit. I said, shit, bro. I was like, and you wasn't wrapping up once. Damn. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna act like I ain't never, you feel me, did something with a girl who wasn't my girl. I'm not gonna act like I ain't never had sex raw. I'm not gonna act like I ain't never did that before.
And became a major story.
The dazzling career of one of the world's best-known athletes is over.
It was heartbreaking, a global icon forced to step away from the game he loved. But Magic wasn't done. Just months after announcing his retirement, Johnson was voted by fans as a starter for the 1992 NBA All-Star Game, despite not playing at all that year, and won the MVP. The fans loved it, but behind the scenes, many players weren't clapping. Some players were scared, genuinely afraid to share the court with Magic. Karl Malone was one of the most vocal critics. He questioned whether it was safe to play against someone with HIV, especially in a sport where blood could be a factor.
If you have the virus, I think it's definitely no place to be on the basketball court, because I think our sport's the most physical that's out there. And I think what I did was merely say something that a lot of other guys were thinking about it. And a lot of guys probably say things just talking. But when it comes down to something serious like this, they don't have any comment on it. But I just said something that a lot of guys wanted to say, and I said it.
So I'll be honest, it probably was a lot. Let's be real. It's probably a lot of people who probably felt that way but didn't want to come out and say it. Because when you say something, when you address the elephant in the room or say something, you look like as you're hating, you're this, you're that. So you know what people do? They don't say anything. They let shit play out. Because I was just about to say, this is not you can't get this from touching somebody or nothing. You don't get this from anything. I don't even think you get HIV from even drinking out of the same cup as somebody. Like, it doesn't work like that. Using the same door, sleeping, like, it doesn't work. Sleeping in the same bed, like, it doesn't work like that. Wearing the same shirt or whatever, it doesn't work like that. But they said something about blood, and it could be, they said something about it could be it could be given if blood is involved or some shit, you get cut and bruised in the game or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know how. I'm not too educated on that. But comment down below the ways that you can contract HIV from somebody other than obviously being sexually active with someone who has HIV.
A time when HIV and AIDS were gravely misunderstood. Fear and
Right.
misinformation ran rampant. Many people still believed the virus could be transmitted through casual contact or
Right.
even sweat. Doctors tried to educate that HIV couldn't be spread that way, but stigma is stubborn. Johnson was also chosen to compete in the 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona for the US national team, aka the Dream Team, and was named captain. He received standing ovations from the crowd, and may have had something to do with Isaiah Thomas being left off the team. Was this his way of getting revenge on Isaiah for...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When they asked Jordan that question, when Jordan said who's on the team, and Jordan pretty much implied, hey, y'all better not have Isaiah Thomas on that team. He didn't say his name, but he implied, like, y'all better not have his name.
What we talked about earlier, there's no way to know for sure. Interestingly, Magic was plotting a full return to the NBA for the 1992-93 season and actually played in several preseason games after publicly announcing he had HIV not even a year earlier.
Tonight is the night. We knew he was coming back, and tonight, Magic is back. Boy, that is some news.
I tell you, that's the best news that a lot of people have heard in a long time, and it's good to see Irvin back on the basketball court.
What does it mean to you to be playing basketball again?
Wow, everything.
He intended to play most of the regular season as well, but something happened that would derail that. He played in 4 preseason games without incident, until one game where he scratched his arm. Lakers trainer Gary Vitti rushed over and immediately began treating the cut with his bare hands, no gloves, which was totally on purpose, he says. Vitti's intent was to prove that the odds of contracting HIV were very small.
If I put the gloves on, I'm sending a mixed message to everyone that I told, you don't have to worry about this. You can't get this disease from Magic Johnson.
But still, this was seen as reckless and brought on another wave of controversy. They ended up putting a wristband over it, but all it did was draw more attention to it. Magic said that he could see the fear on people's faces and knew right then and there that it was probably best to just retire.
So I was there at my hotel that night. I was thinking, I said, between this and all the criticism, it's just too much. It's going to happen all year long.
Here we go. He says he's retiring this time again. Primarily, it is because of the controversy surrounding his return, and primarily there we're talking about concerns voiced by some NBA players about playing against a player who is HIV positive.
I'm going to be real, like, I'm saying this in hindsight, being somewhat educated and knowing that you can't catch HIV like that, but in this time period, you got to look at it in 1990 something, bro. Like, people, like, if you look at it from their point of view, I can't really even be mad that they was looking at it like that, you know? Like, players like, bro, what the fuck? I can't really even be mad, bro, you know? Because, like I said, I'm looking at it in hindsight, knowing what I know now in 2025, but in 1992 or 1991 when this happened, it's like, I kind of see where they're coming from, because, like, at that time, you really don't know that. It's not a mass media and all this extra shit like social media now. So much shit now for you to really know and educate yourself. Back then, there probably was some stuff, but it's not how it is now. So I can't really be mad that players probably wasn't feeling that.
Fortunate that Irvin has basically been drummed out of the league because they were afraid of him.
Once again, it was Karl Malone whose voice was the loudest, as he continued to express fear that they were putting themselves at risk by playing on the same court as Magic.
If I get in a collision with a guy, it don't have to be Magic. It can be Joe Smo. But the fact of the matter is, if you got the AIDS virus, it'll be hard for me to play as hard as I'm capable of playing. And if people can't respect my decision, that's tough.
Magic was hurt by those words. He believed he could still play and compete.
What were your thoughts when you heard what Karl Malone was saying?
It's like, I'm hurt. You're hurt inside, not at him, at the fact that I won't get a chance to play because of what he said.
What Magic found very confusing was that he was literally teammates with Malone on the US Olympic Dream Team that same year and had very physical practices and scrimmages leading up to the Olympics. But for some reason, there were still concerns about his return to the NBA.
The same people who used to give you the dap and the love hug.
Because I didn't understand Magic. Okay, they say, oh, it's cool for him to play on the Dream Team, but they didn't want you in the NBA.
Yeah, all the guys.
Yeah.
You know, and so, especially Karl Malone, he came out publicly with it. Now, I just played with you.
Right. In the Dream Team.
You could hear that in his voice. He's still pissed off about that. Listen.
Came out publicly with it. Now, I just played with you.
I just played with you. You feel me? You can hear that shit in his voice.
Right. In the dream team.
In the dream team, I practice against you every single day.
Right.
And now you don't want to play with me? I mean, I'm sorry, against me?
Right.
I was like, wow. So I said, you know what? I said, I don't want to damage the league. I don't want, if they gonna look at me that way, I won't come back.
Right.
As we all know, Magic ultimately did end up returning for a brief stint in 1996. By then, public understanding of HIV had improved. The fear had softened, not gone, but softened.
He came back
That 1992 preseason incident may seem like just a footnote in NBA history, but to those who remember it, it meant everything. In that moment, Gary Vitti wasn't just a trainer. He was a symbol of loyalty, education, and courage.
I talk about this in the book, that of all the things I have, memorabilia-wise, my most prized possession, when I retired Adam Silver, it's a little emotional for me. Sorry. Adam Silver wrote me a wonderful letter saying that I helped remove the stigma of HIV-positive people around the world. That meant a lot.
Magic was able to go out on his own terms this time, and was also able to eventually bury the hatchet with Isaiah Thomas in 2017.
I know, man. It hurt me too. Come here, man. It's all good, baby.
I still don't know what happened with them. Maybe I gotta look it up.
It's all good.
What did it said? Did Karl Malone think he had room to say anything? Are you talking about because Karl Malone over here had sex with a 12-year-old? Or some shit like that, got a 12-year-old pregnant? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you got a 12-year-old pregnant, you trying to talk to me, bro, you damn near can't. You damn near, I ain't gonna lie. Because I contracted this from someone who was infected, bro. So, I'm moving crazy. I gotta take accountability, but you had sex with a 12, bro. Hey, this is public information, too. You had sex with a 12-year-old. I just seen your son. We'll leave that be. But if y'all like this video, man, go ahead and like this video. Link me the video of Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas, whatever beef they may have had. Link me that so I can react to that, give my opinion, give my feedback, and entertain y'all, do what I can with that. We're live on Twitch again tonight. Rest in peace to Kari, ex my grandma, both our grandmas, and I'm gone, man. Bam time.